Here is a default play. If the ring pulls away from you, it doesn't matter if this is the final ring, ring 4, 5, or 6, or even ring 3. So if the ring pulls away from you, the first thing you should do is to look for a free spot. If that spot is not free within 3 to 5 seconds, it should be immediately um, apparent to you that it's free or not. If you can't go there for free without burning all of your abilities, you need to start clearing your back. Right here with TSM, their back is clear. Now, I'll go over the clearing back in a different video, but for now, we're going to focus on step 3, which they did not do. Once your back is clear, you need to isolate your fight. You need to go in towards the ring by fighting one team at a time, unless obviously a free rotation is available to you. Now, we'll take a look at this fight and see why they should have taken this fight and why they didn't. As you'll see here, TSM wants to rotate to the right while they're dealing with a threat to the left. Unfortunately, that spot to the right is not a free spot. So it doesn't really follow that heuristic, right? That little default play that I gave you earlier. So, in my opinion, what they should have done is they should have focused all of their effort on completely clearing this team on the left. Because if they did, then they could have controlled this entire side and they would have been able to rotate for free. So, unfortunately, what happens here instead is that their attention is split. They're trying to do two things at once. If you try to do two things at the same time, it will usually not work, almost never in competitive Apex. If you watch this, they're working the team on the left, but they're going to start to try to rotate on the right side way too late, and they're burning every ability, and now they're fighting. They should have started fighting this team on the left. It's a difficult fight for sure, and the way you would do it is pretty complex, and it's not a complete guarantee. But it would have been a known factor to deal with versus the unknown factor on the right side. So once again, if you look over here, our default play, if the ring pulls away, is to look for a spot, scout for it. If it is not freely available to you within 3 to 5 seconds, either with the Valcult or with your abilities, and without taking a bunch of damage, then you need to start clearing your back. And you need to actively clear your back, which we will go over in a future video. And then finally, once you are done clearing your back, you need to start fighting. And people always ask, like, hey, Valbrain, when do I fight? This is a good time. There are several other times, but this is a very good time. If you are trying to fight one team while you're trying to rotate at the same time, it does not work. If you are trying to rotate when you should be fighting, your rotation will be scuffed and you will die. This is a great example of that. Quick little caveat, just because you're going to fight, it does not mean it is going to be a simple fight. It does not mean you will win the fight. You can do a lot of preparation to learn how to fight better as a team, but sometimes the fights that you take will be scuffed. But it is better to focus your entire effort as a team on that fight rather than half focus on the rotation and half focused on the fight.